Hello, this is my third attempt at the Block Party Minecraft challenge that was set by Giraffe Queen UK, one of the Creators Guild. And I'm showing you this first bit because this I'm using the little data pack that in fact Edcase created that adds the default items to your hotbar as you go into the world, so you can see how that works. He's an absolute whiz at writing data packs and functions. This is only a simple little one, but I think he writes them as easily as the rest of us make a cup of coffee in the morning. Okay, you're into the world. I'm mistyping times that day. Let's go back and put that right. And then pop yourself into survival mode. F3, F4, I didn't know that, but now I've learned that. You can change your game mode by F3, holding down F3 and then tapping F4. Right, we've started in a forest, which is always a good start because you've got a couple of tree types there. So I'm getting the birch and then the oak, making all 4 variants that were allowed of each of those. And a little bit of extra wood because I'll want to be making things like a crafting table and maybe a chest. Okay. Slowly sorting myself out, decided, yeah, colours are always useful. Right, so let's get moving. Is there anything interesting down there? No, I don't think so. The next biome is interesting because I can see not only a savanna, but a dark oaks. So that's 2 more wood types over here that we can go and make a run for. Bit of sprinting. I didn't get to do too much sprinting in my first attempts. Okay, let's get the dark oaks. I decided this is where I'm going to get the extra wood from. I'm not quite sure. I'll do things twice over and waste my time, but yep, I got extra oak as well, didn't I? I think. Maybe I didn't. I haven't got that much extra oak. Only one log, I think. Right, but there we are. We've got enough to make a crafting table with, and no, you don't do it in there. I'm getting really confused. Right, I need to put down the crafting table, and I'm going to make a chest because we're allowed a chest, even though it's not quite a full block. But it's on the list. It's allowed. Colours. There's 2 more flower types sitting in the middle of this plains. I've already got the yellow. Don't need to get that. What am I thinking about? Okay. I need to go over towards the savanna because I've seen that. Now the good news is the savanna is down and not just up on that hill, not just the savanna plateau. So this is the 4th different wood type that I've managed to get. There's some red flowers right there. Am I going to remember to get them? I can see them now in editing. Don't always see these things in front of your nose. Right, time to clear a bit of inventory. Let's get all the blocks that I won't be touching again and put them into there. But I'll leave the crafting table out because that's going to come in useful for everything else that I'm making. I have seen the red flowers, right? Red flowers. Let's make any flowers that are still flowers into dyes. So I've got 4 colours that I can create variants of things with. I've seen some sheep. A little bit of wool, and one of them is a black sheep, so that doesn't have to be dyed. There's not that many sheep though. It's a bit yeah, it's not going to add majorly to my list of blocks. I've now remembered dirt, which I could have got right at the start. Spotted some gravel. Now, what I've also spotted behind me now is that the savannah leads into a desert, so there's going to be no difficulty getting hold of sand. Now my plan at this point is to get as much different coloured concrete as possible. Notice there was actually a whole load of clay, and I ignored that. Didn't spot it, didn't think about clay. I could have got some. Now, a bit of stone, you always want some stone, especially as I probably want a furnace, not only as a block to put in there, but also to cook anything up. Not really sure what I've got worth cooking. Maybe some of the sand will cook into glass. Although that is always a problem because it takes so long. If you want to dye it, it doesn't take that long if you just want a single block of glass. Right, it's gone midday, so I'm making... Look, I'm running right past all those extra sheep. I could have grabbed all those extra sheep. But this is where the trade-off comes between... when do you do your collecting? When do you decide to stop doing the collecting? And when do you decide that it's time to sit down and craft everything? It's really a difficult decision in this challenge. But here we go. Lots of sand. Now I don't need that much more sand than I've got gravel. I guess a little bit more if I'm going to make some glass, but the ideas are not coming easily to me. Right, and now I've started getting stuck. What is it that I'm meant to be doing? Now, if I had stuck some sand in that furnace, it would have cooked by the end, but for some reason I've forgotten about that. Looking at there, yes, I've started going into a dither, but no, let's pick up speed a little bit again. Let's make all the different colours of concrete powder that we've collected dyes for, which is 4. Shame you can't make basic concrete uncoloured. That would be a nice easy extra one, wouldn't it? Now I'm putting them all on the bottom row of my hotbar so that I can pop them all into the water and double everything up by having a concrete and a concrete powder for each of the 4 colours. So that was where I was doing reasonably okay. I always have difficulty spotting the shulker boxes on the bottom row there. Okay, so we've got a full 27 in that, and this time I haven't put anything in there that isn't a block. So I've definitely got 27. Now I've got those wool, those meagre few wool that I can dye 3 of the colours at least anyway. So that's a few more blocks. So let's pop them into a different one. Now, as always, I'm slightly worried. It's sand. I'm slightly worried that I may be doubling up and putting something into both shulker boxes. Now, way late in the day, I've decided to cook the glass. Oh, but I have remembered this time to make a coal block. Good. Now, that kind of looks like I've got 37 there, 27 and 10, but I believe when I come to the checking I'll find that I've put something into both chests. But we'll work that out in the normal way. Now I've really reached maximum dither point at this moment. I'm checking the sun, thinking you're going to go down any second now. But I would really like this sand that I set going so late on. I'd like that 8 of them to cook so that I can colour them. I've still got a little bit of dye, I think. Red, perhaps? Yes, I've got some red dye, so I can make some red glass. I think I've already picked up one plain glass and put that into the shulker box. But of course my shulker boxes are all now in my inventory, and I'm not going to put them back because it's nearly time. Yeah, and I've panicked. I was thinking, no, I'm actually going to lose the lot because it's just about to be sunset, and now I've decided to make a wild attempt to make one more block. But look, the time's run out, so this one will not count, because the line is now vertical, so we must scratch the clay block from the record. So let's check, see how many I've got. Now it looks like 27 there and 11 more. Go on, put more blocks in there. I'm worried about getting killed. Right, yes, we saw that, 27 there. But I've got these extra ones, right? So let's pop the extra ones in there. Anything that's a block, pop it in. But then I'll realise about the duplicate possibility. So I've decided to bring them all back out of this second shulker box. This is my technique now. Now try to put them all in the first, and then you'll discover whether anything is a duplicate. It was the sand. That was what I'd already had in the first one. So let's pop them all back into here. And how many have we got? We've got 12. And the 12 and the 27 makes 39. But scratch one for that one that was too late. 38 is what I'm claiming for this run. So another improvement. Thanks very much for watching. Bye bye.